Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dam. And today I'm going to be reviewing yet another animated movie for you folks. Because when you think about it, yes, there are some things you can do in an animated movie that you can't do in live action. So yes, there are some advantages to make this film into an animated movie and compare it to live action stuff. And just because it's a direct to video animated movie does not mean it's any less important. What really matters, as far as I'm concerned anyway, is good storytelling. So, for today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the film titled Barbie, a Fashion Fairytale, which was released onto DVD on September 14th of 2010 and later made its television premiere on Nickelodeon on November 21st of the same year. So yeah, this is definitely one of these movies where, of course, it's on top of fashion, of course, and whatnot. So that's definitely going to be a thing here. And as you can guess yourself, this somehow will send these characters into some crazy adventure. Well, it comes with the territory, so of course that's going to happen. But why not? Might as well make it exciting while you're at it. So there's that. For the time being, this will be my last movie review for Barbie. And it's not that I would stop, okay? I will eventually get back to reviewing these types of stories, okay? Just so you know, I'll get back to these types of movies eventually. So it's just time for me taking like a break here for a little bit, and then I'll just get back to it, okay? Just thought I'll say that for a moment. So I know I've done that before, so I took a break then, so I'm repeating myself here just to take a small break. Anyway, with that being said, let's get into it, the story, shall we? So here we go. Oh yeah. So pretty much what's going on here is that it involves around Barbie who travels to Paris and discovers her aunt is closing this fashion house, but of course, let's just say that but Barbie and her aunt's assistant Alice have to find a way to save the business with the help of these three magical creatures, of course. While filming an adaptation of The Princess and the Pea, Barbie questions the director's bizarre creations, creative choice, I guess, which resulted in her being fired. Yeah, just to show you that even if you're Barbie yourself, that doesn't mean that you can't have a fantastic life. Yeah, these fairies come into place, of course, but they're going to help out in some way or another because she's going through a struggle. As I mentioned a moment ago, yes, even Barbie herself isn't exactly going to have the fantastic life that people may think. So, yes, there are things that need to be fixed, there are things that need to be done, of course. And yeah, as if it couldn't get any worse, immediately after being fired, Barbie's pretty much gets a backlash on social media and then receives a phone call from Ken, who basically breaks up with her. So yeah, she pretty much is heartbroken and has to get away from her troubles. So as a result, which leads her to go on this vacation to Paris to visit her aunt. So yeah, the whole thing with the fashion designer and whatnot. So things get rather crazy, I guess you can say. Well, you need a little bit of drama, folks, so that's perfectly fine right there. Well, you have to make the adventure seem pretty wild anyway. You do need a bit of drama in some kind of way, I guess. So there's that. And yes, of course, you have to get the fashion, the all the dresses in here in some kind of way. And if anybody wants to say that, oh, this movie is just an excuse to show pretty dresses, well, if Michael Bay can have a lot of explosions in his movies and a lot of people seem to be okay with it, then in that case, if this film has a lot of scenes where Barbie has quite a bit of dresses, whoop-de-doo. Oh yeah. And here's the thing though, when it comes to this movie, yeah, I'm actually pretty okay with the concept of the fact that the main character, she's in this crisis. How do I deal with this? And of course, the whole idea of, oh yeah, fulfilling a dream. Stuff like this is in the movie. I'm okay with that actually, because our main character is going through some struggles, I guess you can say. Yes, of course, there's the obvious fact that yes, there are magical creatures in this movie. So yeah, the fantasy element is definitely here. Well, it's not any different when Tinkerbell herself interacts with human beings. So yeah, there's that. Well, at the end of the day, I can say that this was definitely a nice little movie. I would recommend it. And uh, again, yes, I'm obviously not the target audience for this movie, but I enjoyed it nonetheless because ultimately it shouldn't matter if you're part of the fan base or not, because all I'm really interested in is good storytelling. That's it. So this has a solid story. It's pretty much what they're trying to do with the characters, give them something to do, of course, have this big adventure, makeup, glitter, and all that. Of course, that's going to be in the movie. This is Barbie we're talking about. So, of course, that's going to be in there. Something magical, fantasy. Yeah, yeah, of course. Again, it's Barbie. Of course, that's going to be in there. Obviously. Anyway, and whatnot. I didn't think it was too shabby for what it is, for what it's worth. It's fine. It does what it's supposed to. So for that, I can't get mad at the movie for that, obviously. So there you go. So I like the voice acting. The voice acting is pretty good. The animation itself is pretty solid. This animation is nicely done. So it's very smooth. The character designs aren't too bad. I like the character designs, the detail. The colors are really nice, of course. So a pretty decently made film altogether. So I'll give this an overall rating of a 7.0 out of 10. It gets a 7.0 out of 10 for me. So, of course, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh, yeah. Mm hmm.